Welcome to Have You Even Played It, Mate? Episode 3, where I'm going through my collection of over 1,800 video games and seeing how many I've actually played. Now, I'm a content creator, gamer, streamer, and people always say, have you played all your games? And I always say, no, of course I haven't. I am a parent and a teacher, and I don't have the time stone from the Infinity Gauntlet. Well, I do, but it's Lego and it don't work. So, we thought we would go through our collection. Ours, it's mine. The missus like to think it's hers. More for the money rather than actually playing them. But hey ho. And we're going to see how many we have actually played. What percentage of the games we have played. Now we have done so far Sega Saturn. We have done NES. We have done SNES. Look at the previous videos if you want to see how they went. We are moving on to a collection that I don't showcase much. It's sort of in the corner at the minute, and I really want to go through because these are some of the games that I didn't trade as I was growing up. Now, I had an awesome gaming childhood because after the Mega Drive, which was the right choice, mention that again, we went to the N64. So I got to play Super Mario, we got to play Legend of Zelda, Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye, all those games. But my family was also quite big into PCs. No one like gamers or anything like that. My granddad was a little bit, my uncle was, but I had PCs that could play good games from a young age. Well, family members did. So, some of the games I didn't get on the N64 that came in for PlayStation 1 and stuff like that, I managed to play them through the PC. So I had the best of both worlds in a way. What we're going to do first is we're going to go through some of the games in different categories, because this is going to be split into two videos because I have quite a few videos. So the first categories that we're going to look at are simulation games and point and click games. Two of my favourite game genres that I don't play as much anymore, but I wish I did in a way. Now, I'm not going to cheat, and you'll see what I mean by cheat, is I could be upping my percentage. Let's go with this one first, okay? Let's go straight in with one of the biggest games of all time, The Sims, and The Sims Living It Up expansion pack. This was DLC back in the day. You still used to have to buy it. Yeah, you want 5 new careers? Do you want 5 new careers? You better go and buy a big fucking box. So, these here are 2 games technically. However, this is an expansion pack, so I'm not going to count it as 2 games. I'm going to count this as 1 game, The Sims, plus this expansion pack. Otherwise, we get into a whole thing of DLCs and all of that jazz. We have played The Sims to death. When this came out, just playing around with it, being God. Now, who didn't want that power complex when you're coming through? I played this so much, and I played it so much, we moved on to, obviously, The Sims 2, $39.99 from HMV back in the day. So The Sims 2, again, we have played just more Sims, even better. And again, I'm going to count this as 1 game because I also have, let's have a look, these expansions, Nightlife, Pets, Christmas Party Pack, University. You know this week, I complain all the time about microtransactions and DLC. I'm probably the precursor to it, buying all this crap, spending probably 20, 30 quid because what? I want a Christmas tree in my Sims house. But yeah, when these came out, I don't know, they were just so different. I put so much time into it. And as you'll see with my other games, I am a simulation game player. So that's 2 for 2, the 2 Sims games we have played. And next one is another similar vein. We have got Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 and Soak, the expansion pack. Loved Rollercoaster Tycoon. I don't know why I've showed you Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 before the other ones, but I love this. And this, it's not old school Rollercoaster Tycoon. And if you were an Rollercoaster Tycoon fan, you'll know the originals were so good. But this did take it into the next sort of 3D realm. I don't think Chris Sawyer was attached to these ones. Still so good. I would spend so long making parks and in free roam trying to recreate parks and things like that. Yeah, I'm a geek. Get over it. We'll count that as 1 game, so that's 3 for 3. And I don't know why I didn't show this one first. The GOAT, the OG. We have got Rollercoaster Tycoon as I bring back memories. Simulator, making theme parks, but this really was broke the mold. Microprose were a great company, really good company. Made by one person, this guy here, Chris Sawyer, in apparently terrible code. It has came out recently for the Switch, and I do need to pick it up. Again, we've got more DLC, big ass DLC. added attractions and loopy landscapes. We'll count that all as Rollercoaster Tycoon. So that's 4 games, really. See, I'm not cheating. I'm not trying to cheat the system. And if you like a simulation game and you like a hospital, who doesn't? Theme Hospital. Great game. In the comments, put down if you played this, what is your favourite announcement that will be made over the tannoy? You can see there's some of the sicknesses. Big Ed, Elvis impersonator, loads of hair, and obviously death. 30 weird diseases to diagnose. What child wouldn't want to play that? It seems like a really strange game, or you build your own hospital, but obviously with newer games like 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus, it shows people want to play these things. So amazing game. Again, yes, we've played it. So we've got 5 for 5. And going back to sort of theme parks, theme park world, just love creating theme parks. This one is more, I would say, arcadey. It's not realistic. You can enjoy it more. You're going to have, if you just want to sort of mess around, not think about how you're designing the park, then you do that. Look at that, £4 off Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Chessington. Probably still got the voucher in there. This, and you'll see with another game that we've got later on how much of a geek I am. I wouldn't take stuff out, so there probably still is the voucher for Chessington in there. So we've got another theme park creation game, 6 for 6. We've played that one. And if you like simulation games, then if you're going to build a hospital, if you're going to build a theme park, just build the full city. So we've got SimCity 2000, which was, again, the isometric, the block system, the precursor to City Skylines. Then we went to SimCity 3000, and it just got more advanced, more things to sort of do. And then I would say the last truly good SimCity game, SimCity 4, they tried EA to E8 monetization, always online bullshit. And the last one that came out wasn't very good. And City Skylines has came in and done it better. However, they're not expansions. They're 3 different games. So we will make it count them as 3 different games. And I like how as well, they call it SimCity 2000. I'm assuming it came out around year 2000. Where's the copyright? It says 93 on here. Oh, I thought... well, there's my theory gone. We'll just ignore that one. Anyway, so there's another 3 games in. So that my sort of simulation games, PC games I've gotten. Can we just say how beautiful are big box PC games? Absolutely amazing. Great look at on shelves. Technically not all my simulation games. I've got more action-y simulator games because I've got Combat Flight Simulator 2. The box is beefy in here. Now, these next couple of games, I've got separate simulation because they're quite strange to have in a collection when you look at everything I've got. However, these were all in my collection due to my amazing late grandfather who loved PCs, and he loved Microsoft Simulator. Flight Simulator, sorry. Microsoft Simulator. That would just be Simulator Microsoft. You just have a paperclip and glitches. Microsoft Simulator used to use it all the time, but obviously I was a kid. I didn't want a flight simulator. I'd play on it when I was around his. So at Christmas one time, he got me the Combat Flight Simulator, which was still, you were literally having to, if you could play this, you could fly a plane. That is no word of a lie. However, it was like dogfights and stuff like that. So it was a bit more exciting for a young boy, pre-10 years old. This is the stuff I was on. Like I said, I was a geek. So yes, we've played that one, the World War II Pacific Theatre. And 2 other games I've got because of my granddad. This one I put in first, is Lynx 1998 edition. This wasn't mine. I inherited this from my granddad, but I would play it all the time with him. Great memories. I haven't got a family of gamers, but my granddad loved Lynx, and he had them all. There's a huge collection of them. And it's just a golf game. Just Arnold Palmer I knew fondly, not as the drink, but as the actual man. And I love these games. Loved these games to bits because of what they mean with me and my granddad, which is awesome. So played. There's some amazing games here that I've not played, but I played the shit out of this, and I don't regret any of it. And because of that as well, we also tried this. Me and my granddad didn't like it. Okay, bought it for himself and also bought it for me. We didn't like it as much as Lynx. Look at that. What year did this come out? 1996. I was 9 years old. 9 years old, and I didn't get the golf ball out. Look at those dimples. Not mine. Untouched. It's basically another golf game. However, I did put more hours in this than my granddad because I would love a little creator. Look, you can make your own holes. We all like to make our own holes, don't we? So yeah, we've got that one. So that's the last of my simulation games. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 PC games that we've went through so far, and we have played them all. Even I can work out that percentage. That is 100%. We'll add them into the other ones that we've played so far, and we're going to break the PC games into other parts. So next part of this video, part 4, yes, that's right, part 4 of this video, we will go through my point and click games that I have. Thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it. If you want to catch me on Twitch or TikTok or my podcast, 30 Something Gamers, have a look in the bio. Please drop a like. Please drop a comment of which one of those games you played. I love to hear your memories. I know I bark on about my memories all the time. Narcissist much. But please let me know which of those games you played as well as a child. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all the Patreons. Really, really appreciate you. And see you in the next video.